All right, in this video, I'm given two functions, f of x and g of x. F of x is just a set of points, and g of x is a cosine function. And I need to find f plus g of x, f divided by g of x, f of f inverse of 0, and then I need to find where f times g of x is -9. So let's start solving the first question here. I want to find f plus g of x. So whenever you're adding a set of points to a function, the first thing you want to do is you want to actually take all the x values of these points and you want to sub them in this function to find all the y values. So I'm going to just call this g star of x. Okay, so I know the x values are all going to be identical, so I'm just going to copy down all the x values from there. And now to find the y values, I'm just going to sub in these x values into this cosine function. So I'll do that in my calculator. For the first one, I get -3. Second one, I also get -3. Third one, I get 0. Fourth one, I get +3. And fifth one, I get -3. So now I can do the addition operation f plus g of x. So f plus g of x is just going to equal to, I just have to add these two sets of points over here. Remember, you don't add the x values. The x values stay exactly the same. You only add the y values. So 1 plus -3 is just -2. -3 and +3 just give me 0. -2 plus a 0 is just -2. -3 plus 3 is again 0. And then last point, 4 and 2 minus 3 is just -1. Next, I'm doing f divided by g of x. So exact same idea. X values don't change. It's just the y values that get divided by each other. So -2 and 1 divided by -3 is just -1/3. 3 divided by -3 is -1. -2 divided by 0, that's actually not possible. So this point is not going to exist for the division because -2 divided by 0 is infinity. So that's not technically a point. It's a vertical asymptote. The next one will be 3. And -3 divided by 3 is just -1. And last point is 4. And 2 divided by -1 is just -1/2 or negative. Oh no, wait. 2 divided by -3. -2. 2 divided by -3 is -2/3. For the third question, we are doing f of f inverse of 0. So that's basically a composite function, f of f inverse of 0. So the first thing we want to do is we want to find f inverse of 0. To find f inverse of 0, I'm going to look at the f function and find where my y value is 0. If I look at my f function, none of the y values are 0, which means this is not possible. There's no point that has a value for f of f inverse of 0. And for the fourth question, I want to find where f times g of x is -9. So let me do f times g of x first. Over here, f times g, exact same process as addition and division. X values don't change, and we're just multiplying the y values. So 1 times -3 is -3. 3 times -3 is -9. -2 times 0 is 0. -3 times 3 is -9. And 2 times -3 is -6. Which means that I want to find where f times g is -9. There are two places where f times g is -9. This point here and this point here. The y values are -9, which means my solutions are the x values of these 2 points, which are 0 and +3.